जय श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। नमो ओम विष्णुदाय कृष्णाय तुलसी मति भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नीति नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य चतारिणे. I wouldn't be sitting here, I wouldn't be talking, I wouldn't be knowing any of what's going on here if it wasn't by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada coming and pulling me out, forcing me out. I didn't want to leave the Navy, and he made some mystical arrangements, and I was out. Other young boys, they didn't want to be in the Navy because they didn't like the draft. They were drafted, you know. They didn't want to. They tried to run away from the draft. They did so many things. They even came up with so many ideas of how to get out of the military and everything. But I was perfectly fine. My great-grandfather was military. My grandfather was in charge of the horses in World War I. World War II, my father was there, you know, training airplane pilots. Until they got into the big jet pilots, then he couldn't do that. But he was a trainer. So it's just military, military, military. So I wanted to stay in, and Prabhupada didn't want me to stay in. He got me out. Okay, so here, latest. The south winds, they're not letting those clouds, you can see those clouds, those are the clouds to the north of us. Those clouds have come there almost every evening trying to come more this way. Those clouds are coming from the west. You can see them forming and everything. They're coming from the west because, like I said, the monsoon it doesn't come, for some reason it just won't go over Triveni and come straight up here. At Lucknow and other places of UP, it'll go straight over the Gangas and go to their place going north. But the monsoons in this area will not. They'll go all the way to Mumbai, you know, maybe get their visa and everything and come back in just above Mumbai and come from the west. Well, those clouds have been forming almost every day, you know, since around the 20th. Since around the 20th. And maybe a little rain gets through. And then every evening, the wind is coming from the south. This is the south part of the ashram. Right through that window, the wind is coming. Not blowing as much. When the sun first starts going down, it really is blowing a lot. So those clouds aren't going to make it here. They'll just dissipate. I'm amazed. I'm just amazed. I know they'll make it through. I hope not tomorrow. You know, tomorrow is Jagannath Rath Yatra, and we're going to go on Jagannath Rath Yatra, so I don't want to get all wet. But I'm still amazed on how. In other words, there's just this small corridor coming from the southeast, from the Triveni, up to this place. Understand? Up to this place, Vrindavan. Up to this place, Vrindavan, there is a corridor coming with an air that pushes that away. Right now, there's no rain at the Triveni, so it's not going to bring any rain. It's just bringing the air to push away the monsoon from coming in. It doesn't stop amazing me how this Vrindavan is situated in such a place. It's like there must be some, you know, certain winds up on top. You know, there's, you know, jet airplanes, jetways, certain winds that will help carry the jet and everything. There must be some type of wind in this area. And from this area is where Putana went, you know, taking the, going to get the gopis. She went to the Vinya mountain. You know, the gopis, the small gopis were all put there to get away from Kamsa, because he wanted to marry the prettiest one. In other words, Radharani he wanted to marry. So he had Putana looking for them, and she had to go 700 kilometers to the Vinya mountains. And in the Vindhya Mountains cave, she found them, and she grabbed them. And the priest of the Vindhya Mountain, he threw a curse at her, and she dropped one of them. That was Chandravali. And Bhishmaka, the king Bhishmaka, he found her. Still, she expanded, and she went to her Krishna Leela too. So there's a runway for Putana. She goes all the way 700 kilometers, and then comes all the way back here. That's a pretty good runway, you know. It's not a small distance. Yeah. Amazing, just amazing how this happens. I just hope the winds keep on going, and I'm up here to chant my Vishnu Sahasranam before going to the Yamuna in the evening. Oh, nothing more to say, but it's still amazing me how this happens. How Radharani's wish is still here, and how this land of Vrindavan is so different. This is not a Delhi land. Delhi's air is coming from a different direction. It'll come down from Delhi and bring us rain eventually, but not now. It's blocked. You can see it. It's just like a little wall. It's just blocked. It's been held up. Okay, before I lose light here and can't read my Vishnu Sahasranam, I'll stop there. And this is 26. Yep, this is the day that they do Gundicha Marganam, the cleaning of the Gundicha temple. And tomorrow is Rath Yatra. I hope everybody has a nice Rath Yatra.